Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Casino. We got this week's price guide out for Scarlet and Violet, where we're going over the top 10 cards from each base set and what they're trading at and how the prices have moved 1 week after release day. But right before we jump into that, make sure you are signed up for the giveaway that I have going on right now. Watch last week's video on the Premier Trainer box. I am giving away these amazing promo cards to you all. So just make sure you are signed up for that one. Make sure you watch that video so you know how to do so as well. Thanks very much for the support, everyone. We're almost at 1,000 subs, so please, if you aren't already, please subscribe. Please like, please leave a comment. It all goes to the algorithm, helps spread this information to everyone else. Thanks so much, but let's see in Scarlet and Violet which are the top cards and how the prices have moved over the 1 week post-release. Starting with, first, the booster boxes. So we have two sets in this one. We have Scarlet and we got Violet. Violet is the more expensive one right now, and it's all because of the cards that are in that set as compared to Scarlet. The approximate cost of this is about $100. I think this has already gone down a little bit since a few days ago as prices start to sort of normalize in the Scarlet set. For the Violet, we have it around $80 I would peg at around a booster box. So these are around market prices that I see these boxes going for at this moment. Each one has its difference because each one has different cards and different secret rares inside, which are in more demand than others. But now let's start off with Scarlet and see what the prices of the cards are with the number 10. And this one is, I think, one of the best looking cards. It is the full art Gyarados SR. It's right now $20 1 week after release. I think this is going to be going up. My price predictions are just my own gut. There's no facts and nothing to back this, but it's just how I feel. But you can see 1 week after release, this has gone down quite a bit actually. So it's down 26% from the first day of release. And I sort of did a price check through Card Rush intraday on some days. So we have it divided by morning, afternoon, nighttime, what the prices were, and see how those have moved over time. I think this is a great one where it's terrestrialized, the first ever sort of full art terrestrialized cards. So I really enjoy it. I really like it. I think over time it might go back up. So let's see how it will move. But at number 9, the 9th most expensive card out of the Scarlet set is Professor SATA, which is trading for $25 right now, which is quite surprising actually. It's given that it's such a main character within the actual Switch game. I think that this one will go up over time. I've seen it been bought out over the past few days, and you can see some trickling of movement over day 7 and day 8. So I think that's going to continue. I think this is also sort of usable within the whole TCG as well. When you're playing, you sort of get rid of your deck and you pick up 7 cards. So it's a bit of a flex as well if you want this in your deck. But really nice one, Professor SATA. Let's see how this one will move over time. At number 8, we have another female trainer card, or waifu. This one is Katie. She's one of the gym leaders within the game. It's $31 right now, and it's actually gone down quite a bit, 33%. One of the worst performers since opening day, from around $45 to around $30 now. So I think this might go up over time. It's sort of a waifu, but it's not really a strong one. But $30 seems pretty cheap for right now. I don't think it's as usable in the TCG. I'm not sure, but that's my price prediction. At number 7, we have a very usable card here. We have Fighting Energy, the golden one, or ultra rare. It's going for $33 right now, and it's basically been flat since day 2. Since day 0, it has gone down quite a bit, down 34%, from 50 to 33. So a pretty big drop, which shows you do not buy stuff right when they come out. This card seems to have sort of normalized a little bit. Obviously a really nice one to have if you're using a fighting deck just in your deck, and a lot of people would like to have that if they can. But at number 6, we have our 6th card here, and I'm going sort of fast because there are 20 cards to go through on this price guide or price check this week, just because we're going over both of the base sets. But we have one amazing looking card, Corydon EX Ultra Rare, which is why it's a fighting card. It's a fighting type, which is why we have the fighting energy within this set. It's only $40 right now, actually. So I think that's pretty good for this price. It has dropped like a rock, though. This is the worst performer out of the Scarlet set at having dropped 48% since its opening day. It opened up basically at $77, and now it's dropped to $40. I think this is a great card. This is one that I would definitely like to pick up just for my collection, just to have the first gold legendary that's so sort of iconic within the Scarlet and Violet TCG. So this is one I'm going to be picking up for. Maybe it's stable for now, but I do think it might go actually up now that I think about it for my price prediction. At number 5, we got another quote-unquote waifu. We got a female trainer card here. This one is $106. So if you remember, a booster box right now costs around $80 for Scarlet. You basically, if you're in the top 5, you pick up the next 5 cards, including this one, you're basically going to be profitable if you wanted to trade or sell those ones to offset the cost of the booster box. And so Penny SR right now is $106. This one's been moving sort of up and down a bit on day number 1. It's been going up and then just fell like a rock again. It's down basically 22% since the opening at $106 and seems to be going down. I've seen this on sale, or people, I think stores are sort of have a lot of quantity of this. So I think this might have some price pressure and go down. But at number 4, we have a very usable card as well. Nestball Ultra Rare, the gold one. That's also $106. This one hasn't fared too bad. It's only down 13% from the opening day, $120, and it's sort of leveled out now at this $106 price. This is basically going to be key in a lot of decks, this Nestball, as I believe it's the Ultra Ball or the Quick Ball or the Level Ball. I forget which one it's rotated out. So I think a lot of people want to have this one in there. I've seen this one sold out at some stores, I think, as people want this as part of their deck when they have a gold card as a sort of a flex to intimidate their opponent. So I think this one might go up over time. And I know if we're looking at, say, Ultra Balls and stuff like that over time, they have a lot of demand. A lot of people like collecting them because they look really nice. They have them in their collection with all the other Pokeballs. So there is some demand for this card. But at number 3, and we're going to the top 3 now, we have the first appearance of an SAR card for Scarlet. And this one is the Penny SAR, $129. This one has had a bit of a bumpy ride over time, so which is quite interesting. It is actually one of the cards that is up since opening day. So it opened at around $100, and then it's gone up about 30% now over the 1 week, which is quite pretty impressive compared to all the other cards. So it's interesting how people sort of notice this card later on. I suppose there's a bit of the delay, and now people are wanting to collect this one. I think people have also realized SAR cards seem to be pretty difficult to pull. So that causes demand in there. People are buying this one to have in their collection as opposed to SRs, I suppose. But that's my price prediction. It's going to go up from the $129 as a different kind of waifu, a special one, not the SR, but SAR. And number 2, one of the greatest looking cards, and one that I managed to pull myself. So if you haven't watched that video, it's my first time opening Scarlet and Violet. I'll link that in the description. Check that out as well. It's the Corydon EX SAR. This is $145 right now. It's been sort of a bumpy ride as well. It's only down 5% from its opening price. So it opened up at $152 and now it's at $145, and it seems to be on an upward trajectory. I think it's also because it's so iconic in the whole TCG now, given that it's one of the key or main legendaries in Scarlet and Violet. And so I think this is going to go up. Also, like I said, SARs are hard to pull. So I think people are noticing that. There's also Corydon and the ever cute Dedenne in this card, which I think is also a nice bonus. At number 1 spot, what do we have for the Scarlet? We got the Gardevoir EX SAR card. And this one is right now transacting at around $206. It is also one of the more cards that you can call an anomaly. It is actually up from its first day price of $160 up to $206. So it's about 30% increase since the release of this set, so which is pretty interesting. I also think it's because people have realized Gardevoir might be an interesting card to actually use in competitive play. And there's also a really nice set of the 3 of the evolutions of Gardevoir shown on screen right now, just to show you in case you've missed it before. So I think people also want it for that collectability aspect. And it's SAR, harder to pull it seems than SRs. And so here we go with the price prediction that it will probably go up. It's like an alternate art card basically that you can compare it to. And some of those are really expensive, I'm sure you know. And just going over the Scarlet base set price movements out here and comparing the intraday to the first day price basically that I had recorded. You see a lot of different movements, but overall the trend is that most of these top 10 cards are down from their first day price, which is why you do not try to FOMO when you want these cards. But there are 2 that buck the trend that are up there that have been sort of positive at around 30% increase since the 1 week release day. So this is basically just a summary of it. Pause it if you want, just to sort of absorb and understand to see how these cards have moved. But let's go on to Violet, which is the more expensive of the boxes at $100 each, remember. And if you were unfortunately enough to pull Professor Turo SR, which is only selling for $7, like me, as one of my, I guess you can say, pulls here, I managed to pull this card in one of my latest openings as well. So unfortunate, but that happened. This is $7. This is the same basically usage as the Professor SATA card, but it's given that it's a male trainer, obviously not as interesting. I still think it's a great looking card. He's a great looking professor, hey, for a cartoon. So nothing wrong there, but it's been basically flat since it's come out, which is quite interesting. I think it's when it was released, it was only like around $8, and now it's about $7. So not much price movement out there, but it can be usable, I think. That's why there is usability. If you don't want to pay the extra bucks for a Professor SATA in your deck, you could have the Professor Turo here. So that's my price prediction. Probably go down a little bit as people continue opening up and discard them or not want them. At number 9, we have a very early SAR card, which is very different from the Scarlet set. So we have the Spydops EX SAR, which is also teamed up with another card. I'll show you how that family works as well, just like the Gardevoir one. But this one is only $14 right now, but it's had a terrible price performance since release. It's down 46%. When it opened up at 25, it's only for 14 now, so almost half the price off right now. And I think this is a great looking card. If you like different Pokemon alternate art cards, I think it's a pretty cheap one to pick up. Will it go down? Probably, as people don't really see it as competitive, I suppose, and people don't really want it in their decks and just would rather have other cards. But this is $14. Yeah, seems pretty affordable, but maybe I'll go down a bit more. At number 8, and also one of my favorite looking cards out here, the Arcanine EX Terrestrialized, just like the Gyarados in the other set. It's only $23 right now. As you can see from the price chart, it is going up on day 8. I think people are realizing what a beautiful card it is, or I hope it is. But this has also been not a great performance, down 20% since its opening day of 29. So it's dropped a little bit since then, had a little bit of uptick, but it seems to be one that most people will not be wanting in their collection, so they're letting it go and selling it to stores. My price prediction over time, I think it's going to go up just because it's such a great looking card to have. People just put one in your binder, it'll look really fantastic. At number 7, we have a sort of a usable card. We have an item card, Rare Candy, the golden one, ultra rare. It is $33 right now, and it is also one of the worst performers in this set. It's dropped 46% since its opening day, from $61. As you can see, this chart has just been going down, and it seems to be going a downtrend even more. I'm not sure this is as usable in decks, but if you do use a rare candy or you need it, you can definitely pick it up, maybe for cheaper in the future. At number 6, we also have a very usable card here, Lightning Energy, for $34. This has dropped like a rock. This is the worst performing card out of Violet. It's dropped 47% since its opening day. It was transacting at $65 basically on the first day, and it's now only $34. But this is very usable because electric types are very effective right now. It could be the meta when you team up. I think it's Mareep with Miraidon. So you need these energy cards as well, so it's a big flex in there. So I think this is going to be pretty stable as people would want to sort of get these ones. I don't think you're going to get much cheaper than $34. Looking at Sword and Shield energy cards when you get gold ones out, it's always around $30 to say $50 depending on the design. And this is an electric one. Yellow on gold looks fantastic. So I do think this is going to be stable, even go up as people add them to their collection, add them to their decks. At number 5, we have another SAR card. We have Arvin out here, the Sandwich Lover. If you've played the game, you know what I mean. This is a $44 card right now. It's down 20% since opening day. I think it's going to go down. I don't think people really use this as often. I'm guessing, and it's just a male trainer, not a female waifu. So that is my price prediction over there. Not too impressive, but it's definitely seems to have leveled out a little bit perhaps. For number 5, we have Corydon EX SAR. Again, one of the most amazing, great-looking gold cards, legendary for Violet, obviously. And this is a very usable card as well, so people would want this in their decks. It is $69 right now. It has gone down 30% since opening day when it opened up at $98. So you can see this card, people don't want it as much. But I think there is going to be some sort of floor on this price for the time being as it becomes more of meta and people use this in competitive play. So I think it's going to be stable for this time, but definitely one that I want in my collection. Just like I said with the Corydon, that it is staples for the legendaries. And number 3, and again, we got another Corydon, but this is the SAR, and what a great looking one it is. Is that a Fido in front of it? Just looks so good. I managed to pull this one myself, guys, actually. So make sure if you haven't already, you're going to be checking out that opening video. Super excited. That is my first time opening up Scarlet and Violet. But this one is a $260 card. And this is one of the cards which has actually gone up in price since opening day. It is up 30%. When it opened up at $200 around, and now it's at $260. And I think it's also because, one, SARs are so hard to pull. 2, people are using this in competitive play and seeing it as a pretty effective card. And so I think this is going to continue. There seems to be sort of it's floored out right now, but I do believe that it does have potential to go up as well in case drop rates aren't as high as people think or more people use this in decks. And at number 2, we got the waifu. We got Miriam the professor here. I think she's the biology one. No, not the biology. No, she's the nurse. Sorry. So she's the nurse within the set. She is going for $290 right now. Astronomical prices. She is down 20% though from opening day, where she opened up at $360. So pretty bad price performance, as you can see from this chart. It's gone down, and I think stores have a lot of her in stock as well. I don't know why she's so popular. She's like an NPC. She's not like one of the main characters as well. She's not like a Marnie, but she's absolutely priced as Marnie right now. So we'll see how this one goes. My price prediction, this might go down more down to earth. So we'll see how it performs. But at number 1, it's also Miriam, but the SAR. And this one is absolutely bananas in pricing. It is $575 right now. This is the best performing card, 1 week performing card in the Scarlet and Violet set. It is up 56% since opening day, where it opened at $367 and $575 now. There's a number of factors why it is Miriam. I guess people like it. She's the waifu. SARs are so hard to pull. I know I managed to pull like 2 of the best ones, but I think I am definitely not I guess you could say the norm. I think I was just very lucky on that one. So this is definitely an interesting card. We'll see how it performs, but I do think this is definitely going to go down. I think this is sort of how the Lugia alternate art and Paradigm Trigger was as well. It got sort of pumped up super fast, and as you can see, since from day 6 night to now, it's slowly trickling down, I think, back to earth as people offload these at these prices and basically don't want to pay so much for this card or seeing as much use for it. So we'll see how that one goes over time. By the way, I managed to pull this one myself as well, this Miriam SAR, in one of my videos, the latest 3-box opening. So I'm going to link that as well. Make sure you check that out. But going over sort of a summary of the price performance here, you see the Violet base set boxes, as the same with Scarlet. Most of the top cards are actually below their opening day price. 2 of them are priced above, as we had mentioned. That's the Miriam SAR at 56% and the Miraidon SAR 30% approximately. And the rest are down. So lesson learned here, don't FOMO, guys. If you want most of your cards, they'll probably go down. That's the majority of them do that. But just a little key fact for you, or an interesting note, the top 20 cards, if you wanted to buy them right now 1 week after, is going to cost you around $2,100. So a pretty hefty amount, but I thought that was an interesting stat to share with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this, learned something, got something out of it. Please share if you want with other people so they are knowledgeable on how the price guide is for this and what we can expect also maybe for when the English cards come out. If you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Join us. We have a 1,000 card giveaway, 1,000 subscriber giveaway as well. That'll be coming. So thanks very much. If you're going to be opening up packs before my next video, wish you the best RNG. If not, catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.